my foot? That looks like a foot of snow, right? Foot of snow? There was a tiny bit of sun out, so I decided to bring a little red chair out. Little red chair. I'm sitting on a little red chair. And have my tea and read my book, Peter Singer, Practical Ethics. But now it's starting to snow just a little bit. So I've been going through my calendar and adding, I had just had lettuce in there, and so now I'm adding my other crops in so that I know when to like do all the different successions for things. Radishes, onions. And not much going on in September.
Hey, I'm getting my shot, my first vaccine shot. I'm taking one for the team.
Don't be alarmed. You're in sick bay. You're going to be fine.
What have you done to me?
Your body was rejecting the Borg technology. You were dying. I'm sorry, but we had no choice.
Okay, so I'm out in the greenhouse looking at this bed where I planted spinach and some other things last week. Nothing's coming up, but it's been freezing or near freezing temperatures at night. I put snow on this bed and it's melted all in and watered that whole bed in, and I want to do the same to this bed because last year I had a terrible time getting the soil wet. And I think, this is just the chard and the spinach that I planted last fall. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it all out and start from scratch. Yipperdoodle. Just gonna yank out this stuff here. Yeah, this is pretty much dead. If I had been able to keep it, wet and not get the leaves wet, I think it probably would have, survived. I think the spinach, anyway, yeah, spinach is doing a little bit better. But this is the second year for these plants, and so they're just going to go to seed anyway, probably. So it was just kind of an experiment because I didn't even cover these at all during the winter. And, we got down to 7 degrees Fahrenheit. And they still actually made it through without any cover over them or anything. So that's interesting to know. Hi! I'm going to start shoveling snow. Whee! Okay, let's see here. We're just going to do it like that. Just like that. I'm just shoveling off the side of the greenhouse. This is way easier than the last time I did this. Okie, so I got everything covered in snow. Doop-de-doo. So let that melt down and then I'll put some seeds into it. Last year I measured the temperature of the soil in the beds about this time of year, and it was like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think I might throw some water from the buckets out there onto this bed over here. Give a little more water. Anyway, this arm, my left arm that I got a shot in, the vaccine, it's kind of sore, but I remember in the military, like in basic training and stuff, they just gave us like a barrage of all sorts of different shots. And then we had to run around and do push-ups. Hi. We're getting just a little bit of snow. I thought I'd come out to the greenhouses, even though I'm kind of late getting going. See if I can't mix some soil together. I just got a text from Potato Peter, or maybe I should say Garlic Peter. Anyway, south end of Wrangell Island, and he said that his garlic's already coming up even before the snow. And I've got mine piled under leaves and the tarp. So hopefully it survives. La la la, here we are. Gah. Gah. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so dark in here. Alrighty, so I got my peat moss over here. And I'm just going to pull this off here. Oh my god, I need like a tool or something. I need a tool. Anyway. And then I'll sift this through. Okay, so now I'm on to the compost. Ooh, this is the first year that I'll be using my very own compost that I made myself from seaweed. And I remember complaining about the compost. I had gotten a bunch of compost from Seattle, and I was complaining about all the rocks and sticks in it. Oh my gosh, my compost has so many rocks and sticks in it. Can you even see that? Check this out, folks. This is my very own compost, finished and sifted. It's probably half sand. Anyway, this is gonna go on top of the peat moss. All right, so next I'm just going to grab some soil from this bed, which is kind of dry on top. I just need to run a half bucket through the screen and I'll be done with that part. Soil. Okie dokie, so on this other bed I have a bunch of sand that I brought in. So I'm gonna go ahead and sift that through. This is the heaviest bit right here. Sand, 1 bucket. Oy. So normally I would add some lime. Oy. Oh my gosh, there's a spider living in there. And some fertilizer. And I would mix it up in this tarp. So I was thinking that if I don't use this batch of transplant soil mix right off, that maybe I should wait to add the fertilizer, because does fertilizer get bad? Like, does it go bad after a while? So I'm gonna have to look into that. So I've got my assembly line set up, and so I will keep on trucking, but not right now. Right now I'm gonna call it quits, and I'll have to remember that my feet are freezing and I need to wear even more socks. Sleet, snow, rain. Hey folks, so don't forget to pop on over to Paxton's channel, Paxtiano Dirt Frog. He interviewed me, asked me a bunch of questions, and I did my best to answer all of them. Head on over there and check it out.
So when you did your seed orders and your crop selection, was that aimed at you and your needs first, or was that aimed at profit, or how did you go about doing that?